Welcome to Excellent Ideas. The aim of these videos is to make you Excel Pro. Today, we are going to learn how to create a dependent drop-down list. We will also learn to add further data validation criteria for these drop-downs to capture accurate data later. So, let us take a scenario where we want to gather data of the volumes and effort utilization of each individual resources in the team for daily activities performed by different back office teams in an investment banking operations process. We want to capture this data for a month. Since this is going to be a daily and repetitive task for the resources, we want to make their job easy by giving drop-down list to choose from. Easy method is to prepare a template for gathering the data and share it with the relevant teams and ask them to provide the data. The teams have to provide only these details: team name, activities they perform as part of their role, and the volumes where applicable. Work driver type, standard unit time, and effort estimates can be auto-populated based on the three details they provide. We want to achieve a level of data accuracy and consistency by restricting users to enter free-form text. So this is possible with data validation list option for team name and with dependent drop-down list for the activity or the work driver relevant to that particular team. Let us first create a master database with standard list of team names and list of activities each team performs so that we can create data validation list in data capturing sheet. Now let us see how to create data validation list for team name. Go to data menu and select data validation from data ribbon. Select list option from allow drop down. Give the names of the team in source reference box by separating each team name with a comma. The names of the teams we are going to mention in the source reference box should be same to the name range we are going to create in the following steps. Okay? Let us give names of the teams as confirmations, settlements. Show error alert after invalid data is entered checkbox is selected by default. This ensures that the user does not input any invalid text or data. If we want to allow user to enter any value which is not in the drop-down list, then we need to deselect this option. If we want a specific message to be displayed if the user is trying to enter an invalid data, then we can customize this alert message in Error Alert tab. Type the error message to be displayed in error message box. Now, let us focus on the most vital and interesting point: how to create a dependent drop-down list. We want the relevant activities of the selected team to be displayed under the drop-down list. For this, we need to define name in Excel to the standard activities that we mentioned in the master data sheet. Since we have given the same headings as mentioned in the team names drop-down, we have to define the same names to our team-related activities data set. This task is easier as the headers are same as our team names drop-down. Our task now is to select relevant data set and just press Ctrl-Shift Function 3 button to get the Create Names from Selection dialog box. If we have data in our columns vertically, we need to select the second option, left column. However, in our case, we have the data in different rows under one column for each team. So we select top row. The headings as present in the top row are considered as names for the defined range of cells. In our case, confirmations and settlement. Now, let us assign a validation list which is dependent on the first drop-down. To do this, we will quickly follow the same old steps we followed to define the first drop-down. Go to Data, Data Validation, and then List. Well, here is a trick. We need to provide the indirect function as source reference to display team-relevant activities. The formula that we need to type here is equals to indirect and bracket open, give the reference to the cell B2 where we are selecting the team name. Important point to remember is The reference we are going to select, B2 in our case, should not be locked. Cell references get locked with the dollar symbol if we are going to select the cell reference. We need to ensure that the cell is not locked. So we need to mention only equals to, indirect, bracket open, B2 and then close the bracket. That's all. We created a dependent drop-down list. Come on, let us find the functionality of this dependent drop-down list. See, our dependent drop-down is working and displays dynamic list of activities based on the team name selected. Well, dear friends, hope you enjoyed today's video very much, which doesn't let you miss out subscribing this video to get further notifications. Your subscription motivates us to create more interesting videos. Those of you who haven't subscribed yet, request you to do so quickly. Thank you so much. Before stopping this video, we would like to create more interest in you by providing previous videos links which lets the viewers scintillating to view from beginning to the end.